Alright guys, here we are on another day. Got the wife's pink Jeep in the garage again. We are going to be putting on a Bestop Sunrider top. This is a soft top that replaces just the Freedom panels, so we will maintain the hard top for the back half, and instead of having to deal with the bulky Freedom panels, we'll be able to just flip the soft top open and have open air when we want it and close it quick when we don't want it. So come on along, grab a beverage, and we're going to go ahead and install that. Now, of course, the first thing you need to do in order to put the new soft top on is you have to undo all the latches along with the two clamps at the front of the windshield that are holding in the Freedom panels. Then you also, in the back right here, there are two on either side of the dome light turn knobs that you have to undo. And this will allow you to lift the Freedom panels right up and off of the vehicle. So right here we have the Sunrider top. It's in the open position. That's how it ships. Comes like that, almost all together. Walk to the front of the Jeep. And out here, here's all the hardware that gets shipped with it. You have two side rails that are going to go over either front door, a couple of turn knobs, and some T30 Torx screws that'll go in to the framework. Alright, so we'll go ahead and start putting this together. Start with the side rails, and they just mount right to the sport bar. Up front you're going to use the guide pin hole from the Freedom panels. And you'll need one of the turn knobs. Currently, you will not put a turn knob to the back just yet. On a two-door, you can just go ahead and leave everything correct. If you have a four-door, the instructions do say that you need to make a slit in the sport bar covering right about here to access for the threaded hole. So get that in, and I'll just show you how to set the seals up real quick. You're going to want to make sure that these foam pieces sit inside of the seal and that the seal sits like that over top of them. Same thing up here in the front. They'll go like that. And then your door weather stripping will seal to that. So next I gotta go ahead and put on the other side. Alright, so now you're going to take the last two of the turn screws. They're going to go in the back here once you get the top up and into position. Back, like so. do say while you tighten it to push up. So I am pushing up on the rail while I go ahead and tighten down on the turn screw. So a little quick thing on the top here. They do say to use 2 people for putting it up. I was able to manage with 1. I think it's more just for the fact that it's bulky and not so much how heavy it is, because it's not extremely heavy. However, do be careful. A lot of the inside mechanism back there, the edges are somewhat sharp. Normally I wouldn't worry so much, but working with interior I do like to wrap up because blood stains are very hard to get out of interiors. So, but yes, I would be careful while handling it that you watch what you are grabbing so that it is not a sharp edge. So next up, we're going to go ahead and put back in the factory turn knobs from the Freedom panels. And remember, you're not going to be cranking any of the hardware down tight just yet. Just get them started. You can make them a little snug, but leave them loose. So next step is on the side rails. They each get a T30 screw right here in this forward hole. Again, we're not going to go crazy tight. Just going to snug it up and move on to the next step, and at the end we will tighten everything down. So next up we're gonna be next part to go in are these little brackets here. These are going to attach to the Sunrider top in this corner right here. It's 2 holes. It's the 2 more of the torque screws on each side. Right. I hope you can see this with my hands. Not too much in the way. And then the foam padding that's on these brackets will rest right on one of the spots that the old Freedom panels latched to the top. And once again, we're just gonna start them. We're not gonna super tighten anything up yet. You got one here. I gotta do one on the other side. So now that we've got all the hardware loosely installed, we can go ahead and tighten down the 6 turn knobs. Just do the turn knobs, not the torque screws yet. This is where you're going to double check that all your seals are lining up and everything's correct there. Now, instructions do say that for the back ones to push up on the rail as you tighten. And lastly, we're going to tighten up the two knobs in the back. With all the turn knobs now tightened down, we can go ahead and close the top. Now with the top shut, I can go ahead and inspect the seals. You want to see a uniform fit across the front. And then you also want to check in the back. Looks like I can actually adjust this back seal a little bit if I bring, and I might be able to even move the top forward, but this is where you basically just adjust your fit for the top. So we got all the turn knobs tightened down now and the top is sitting correct. And the last step to do is the 6 screws that you put in. You got to go around and make sure all the 6 screws are tightened up. And there you have it. There's the Bestop Sunrider hardtop soft top mounted onto a 2018 Jeep JK 2-door. If you enjoyed this content, please smash that like button. And if you'd like to support the channel, think about hitting the subscribe button. I'll catch you on the next one.